It happened over dessert. Her fork scraped porcelain. Frosting clung to silver. She laughed, tilting her head back just enough for the chandelier's light to scatter across her hair. Then she said it. "I wish I married my ex-lover instead." The table erupted. Her family, her friends. Their laughter rang like broken glass across marble. The sound pressed against my skull until it became silence, inside me at least. I didn't laugh. I placed my fork down slowly, deliberate, a man lowering a weapon. My heart was racing, but my face stayed still. A mask. They wouldn't see me crack. I smiled. And when I opened my mouth, I spoke only one line. The laughter stopped. The air fractured. Her eyes widened, as though she suddenly remembered I existed, not as the man she married, but as something else, something she hadn't calculated. The rest of the night blurred. I rose from my chair, walked out, never once looking back. But inside, a storm had already begun. In the car, I replayed it, her tone, the careless cruelty, the way her words slid out as though rehearsed. That wasn't a joke. That was a confession wrapped in humor. Everyone laughed because they were meant to. Everyone except me. I remembered other moments, small, forgettable, until now. Her phone face down, screen lighting against the table. Nights she worked late, always tired, always distant. Her voice changing when she spoke certain names. I thought it was nothing. I wanted it to be nothing. But nothing doesn't make your wife wish another man was in your seat while she carves into cake. So I smiled at dessert, but I bled inside. She didn't know yet, but she had already told me everything. I didn't confront her, not yet. Rage is loud, but silence is a blade. When she slept, I moved. Her phone unlocked with the code I'd known for years but never used. The first betrayal was hers. Mine would be patience. Messages, buried threads, deleted but not lost. His name, her ex, not past tense, present, very present. Wish we could have had this life. I'll see you soon. I shouldn't, but I want to. Photos, restaurants I'd never been to, hotels I'd never entered. I copied everything. Email to myself, storage encrypted. Days became surveillance. I didn't follow her. I didn't need to. Phone records, bank charges, GPS traces. Her life unfolded like a script, and I read every line. I waited. I built the case. When you love someone, you don't notice their lies. When you stop, the lies glow like fire in the dark. It came in a single envelope. I had sent in the swab weeks earlier, long before dessert, long before her careless words. A suspicion I buried deep, pretending it didn't exist. But the timing, fate or cruelty, was perfect. The results were clinical, sterile. Probability of paternity? 0. My son, my blood, my heir. He wasn't mine. I held the paper in my hands, and for the first time, I didn't feel pain. I felt clarity. That night at dinner, I placed the envelope on the table between us. "What's this?" she asked. I didn't answer. She opened it. Her face drained. Fork fell. Same sound as before, different meaning. Her lips parted. I leaned back, calm, detached. My silence louder than any accusation. I didn't shout. I didn't break things. I didn't give her the satisfaction of chaos. Instead, I slid my phone across the table. On the screen, her messages, her photos, her betrayal cataloged in neat, damning rows. Her hand trembled. She reached for me, but I pulled back. "You laughed," I said, voice steady, almost gentle. "Remember? Over dessert. You laughed." Her eyes filled, not with love, with fear. The collapse of the empire she built on my back. "Please," she started. I stood, chair scraping against the floor. "You've already chosen," I said. "Now live with it." Her sobs followed me down the hallway. They sounded less like sorrow, more like punishment. I didn't turn back. Not once. The night air was sharp when I stepped outside, cold enough to wake the dead. I lit a cigarette I didn't want, watched the smoke rise, pale against the dark. Inside, she was unraveling, a woman caught in her own trap. Once I would have pitied her. Once I would have fought to save what we had. But pity is wasted on betrayal, and saving her meant losing myself. So I walked away, not bitter, not broken, just done. In silence there's power. In leaving there's clarity. And the last thing I gave her was exactly what she never expected. Nothing.